Walk it up. That's B-Phlat. It's Tighten Up Tuesday. She's in Philadelphia, dancing into your hearts and minds. I'm Chris Denman. I'm in St. Louis at Midcoast Media Studios. At Flat Out Funny, at Insta Denman. You can follow us on Instagram. It's B's show, people. Show her some love. Excited tonight. We have a very special guest going to join us in just a second. Maybe she's dancing behind the scenes. I don't know. B's dressed for success. All 58 years of her, B-Phlat is looking good. Her knees are loose tonight. It's going to be a big show. We're starting on time, so calm it down in the comments. Let's have some fun. Tighten it up. It's Tighten Up Tuesday. We'll flip shit and make it fly. Very special guest tonight. And Andy is waltzing through. And he's dancing. There's no music, but he's dancing. Same haircut as B, by the way.
Oh, guess what, Chris?
Oh.
It ain't Earth Day. It ain't your birthday. It's Diddy's birthday.
Wow.
Tuesday. They call it Booze Day. I call it Food Day. I call it Weed Day. Because that's how we celebrate. Oh, Diddy. It's your birthday. Tighten Up Tuesday.
That's right. All right, B. Look at you. You look great. You're moving well. It's going to be a good show. It's going to be a tight show.
It is going to be a tight show. I'm excited. We started on time. Well, we're 2 minutes late, but people ain't complaining.
We're not late. We've been dancing. You've been dancing for 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, shit. We was on time.
Thank you.
Sure those appreciate that. They were like, ooh, Chris, getting it together. The comments are probably jumping off the hook that we started on time.
They are. They heard we've got a great guest tonight. They heard it's your party. They heard we're going to go through all kinds of fun stuff. Be sure to share this. Let's get those views up, people. This is a big show.
Chris, it's your birthday. Yesterday was your big day. So
Yesterday, yes, thank you.
So you at least get to celebrate the whole week. That's a standard. Now, if you want to choose to celebrate the month, you have that right. But the standard is you got the whole week. Sunday is not a day to celebrate. It's a day to rest. So you start on Monday. Monday Madness.
Got it.
Tickle Me Tuesday. Have a day.
What's the Wednesday?
Whatever you want it to be.
Wiggle in the what?
You know what my Wednesday is, wiggle in the middle. But your Wednesday could be like a way back Wednesday when you want to go and, you got to be drinking all week and kick it. Okay. Have a theme for each day.
So is way back Wednesday, like if yours is Wiggle Me Wednesday, is way back Wednesday like I revisit someone that I wiggled with a few years ago?
Or you could do a drink at a bar that used to drink back in the day in high school.
Totally read that wrong. Read that wrong.
Supposed to do, Chris. See, you nasty. Which is great. You're supposed to be. So the thing is, when you do way back Wednesday, you're supposed to be like, oh, give me a Cisco, give me a shot of Mocha David, or give me some Mad Dog.
Some Hypnotic on the rocks.
Hypnotic or something like that. Yeah, give me like an Incredible Hulk.
I'm not going to lie. People would bring Hypnotic to parties, that would be it. But I didn't see people drinking it. I just would see people get hit over the head with the bottle. I don't remember anybody actually drinking Hypnotic, but whatever. It is what it is.
Well, I actually used to drink Hypnotic, all the colors.
Did you say Hypno?
So, I don't know what it said. It said, drink me. That's what I did.
Okay.
So that's what you're supposed to do on Way Back Wednesday.
Of course.
Well, that's what most people do. So anyway, speaking of most people don't watch this show. Extraordinary people watch this show.
Wow.
That's why I got to shout out to all my new followers, everybody that just tuned in. If it's your first night, welcome to Tighten Up Tuesday, the show where we flip shit and make it fly. And I ain't talking about fly away. Fly, like the shit you see down here in the basement from recyclables. Whatever we put together, we make it fly.
Best in the business.
So with that being said, of course, I have to give a shout out to Daphne because we're on our way. Daphne's my assistant. And we're on our way to Dallas to flip her space. I'm so excited about that.
Ocean Latte at wordpriestess.com.
And July is going to be a very busy month for me. 2 flips in July. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the Picassos that are volunteering to help in both cities. So, that's always exciting. Shout out to my soror that always gets the number one. Lauren, she get the number one. Ooh, even though I can't. Ooh, my voice is horrible. Ooh,
You have a great voice.
No, not to ooh for my soror.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say your voice is pretty incredible.
I can't ooh for her. Hold on one second. Oh, I gotta step back because Dennis just walked in and I know he. Hold on one second. Bud.
This is the live show where sometimes the host says hello to her husband, as he comes in. I'll read some comments. We've got a great guest tonight. Ambur James going to join us. MM's in the house. Tina's in the house. Duchess in the house. Oh, hey, B.
For that 5-second Negro break.
Is that what that was? I wouldn't have called it that, but I'm glad you can.
That's what it is. But I'm just saying, Chris, because you are Chris Deasy, you know you are entitled to a break.
Thank you.
You're entitled to a light skin break.
I'm about to break this hair off. I'm over it. we can talk about that more, but I'm over it.
Yeah, and we are too. So we with you.
I bet.
Whatever you plan to do with the hair, we with you on it.
Thank you.
As long as you don't just pull it back in the ponytail.
Yeah, I did that yesterday for a comfort thing. I think I look like an extra for Sons of Anarchy. When I do that, I don't want to be part of that.
Or you don't want to be looking like Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal now. Yeah, that's tough.
I'm just saying with that ponytail thing, that's one thing you can't do, Chris.
Long as it's ever been.
I will have Key. I will pay Key to come into that office and chop the ponytail off.
Won't happen.
You know,
don't worry.
Cut it. Exactly. So I'm glad you're going to do something with that finally. So shout out to Chris's hair. Shout out to his, obviously he had an awakening or some kind of epiphany over the weekend for his birthday.
You turn a certain age and you're like, okay, what's my focus? Where am I headed? There it is.
So I'm glad hair came into that picture. So with that being said, you know I got to do my recap and shout outs. Before I do my recap and shout outs, Chris, don't you want to introduce who we have on the show and bring her in? Or did you want to after my recap?
I'll bring her in. I bet she wants to hear your recaps. They're always very interesting.
This is a party
for
your birthday, Chris. It's a party for your birthday.
And I feel bad because I don't know if she came on knowing that she was invited to this party, so there's going to be a bunch of pressure now, but we'll see. Yeah.
It's a surprise for everybody. A lot of people didn't know it was your birthday, so we're all partying. And that's what we do anyway. So
we are. We're partying. Tonight's guest, you can catch her performing stand-up all throughout the country. She's based in Indy, but she's here in St. Louis. I see her traveling to Texas, all over, working with some big names. And B, I think you've even performed with her before. It's Ambur James. You can follow on Instagram at ComedyBay_1. And you know what? She's a stand-up. She's got other talents too. She's a really talented artist, and if she wants to tell her profession, I think you guys are gonna all find it interesting. So, Ambur, what's up? Thanks for joining B.
Thanks for having me here. Y'all had me cracking up in the green room. Was I in the green room? I was cracking up.
Yeah, it's green Ambur, because B smokes so much.
I tell you that, like I told Andy, when you jumped on, every time we have women on, we'll never have no drama with like getting the lighting and things together. When I popped on the screen, he was already ready. The voice was popping. This was like 8:31. I was like, what? We ain't got to check for nothing. That's what the hell I'm talking about. We ready. We stay ready.
You know, stay ready. So y'all got to get ready.
You ain't have to check her sound, lighting, or nothing. Backdrop. She ready.
Everybody gets excited, B. I called Ambur at 6:30 a.m. this morning. I'm like, you need anything? Like, can we do a quick run through? Are you okay? Are you hungry? Like, it was.
I know he talking shit because I've called you several times that early in the morning and you don't answer the phone.
Oh,
so when you calling Ambur at 6:30 in the morning over some Tighten Up Tuesday stuff, which is my business, I'm gonna have an attitude when I'm calling you about some business. So I'm sure you want to make a statement. You better do a Donald Trump. Lawyer, bout face, retract the statement, and get fired from that job.
I always tell people you got a better chance of me answering the phone at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning than 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm a night owl, but I'm not an early bird.
That's how I know Chris talking shit. That's his way of trying to say, "Oh, I want to try to call her early in the morning." All right, you supposed to be.
Hey, Ambur, how are you?
I'm good. I can't complain. You know, I'm God's favorite.
She's humble like you, B.
Yes, we are. No other way to be. We blessed. So you gotta keep on pushing. Stay arming up. So with that being said, let me go ahead and give my quick shout out to I ain't even gonna say they're newfound Picassos because they were on the show. But shout out to my auntie and Alfie who are definitely coming and registering for the festival. Alfie's driving up from Clarkville. You know, she was on last week talking about her flip. And it's amazing. I didn't even know she watched the show. It's funny now that people in my family are starting to watch the show. So yeah, it's funny. She sent me more pictures of like, I want y'all to do this. And what can I do in my living room? And I'm trying to get involved. And I want to come and help. And whatever you need me to do, Diane. Because she just loves Tighten Up Tuesday. And Chris, you know, now they're in love with your office. Especially since my auntie drank up half the booze.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're considerably we're short in the booze. She goes, "Oh, I'll get you another bottle." No, I know you won't. She said, "Like you're." I learned a lesson. Aunties can lie too. Aunties can lie too.
Aunties can lie too.
Oh, now we gonna have to straighten that out because whatever, Chris. I ain't talking about you.
Hang on. Okay, let me go get a glass of that wine. Wait, I can't.
My auntie didn't lie about her drinking. She ain't lie about who liquor was. She went right in there in the cabinet, opened it up, poured everybody a drink. It said more.
Okay.
Hey, I was like, bring me some.
let me clear this up. She can have anything she wants when she's here. I was happy to have her. It was a really fun time. I'm glad you all had a good time.
I said, she's talking about where the drinks at. I said,
she goes, there's exposed brick in here. These white guys have some booze around here somewhere.
She opened up them cabinets and she saw it on the thing. She started getting it thin. She was wiping it. I said, Auntie, you ain't got to wipe the glasses out. I already washed them. I said, I already got them ready for us. Because we and Alfie,
want to hear it.
They're looking for stuff. Yes. So we good. But yeah, I'm happy that they're coming. They're staying. They want to stay at the hotel, even if it's at the overflow. They're doing all that. Alfie and her husband are driving in from Clarksville to participate in the, in our Picasso activities and the music festival. So I'm excited about that. So shout out to them. Shout out to my 2.5 day stay in St. Louis where I was able to have 5 meetings. And I got stuff. I'm working, hitting the pavement. I'm a foot soldier for the Picassos. You know that, Chris. So let me show my first meeting. Because, I was in there trying to lock the hotel down. I just want everybody to see where we are upstairs on the rooftop. That's where the bar is. I'm meeting with Jenna. We were making some changes in the contract, which we had to do.
Ambur, do you know why? Ambur, do you know why B holds those meetings on the rooftop?
Why?
Because if she doesn't like the contract favorables, she'll push the manager over the railing. She'll do the old Suge Knight where she just holds him over just enough.
Not
the red.
But I do be like, oh no, that shit don't make no sense. Let me step outside and smoke. So that's why I need to be on the rooftop. But let me go outside and take a puff because I wasn't talking about what you talking about. So next photo just shows the king suite that we were offered so that we can have our hospitality room. And I was like, this shit is huge. So this is going to be my room, which will be the hospitality suite, which is separate, a whole separate area. You can't even get in my room unless you key in. So I like that aspect. Makisha took these pictures. I didn't even know she was taking pictures. So I'm going to move through these quickly, Andy, because I just want people to just kind of get this is the living room area portion, and it has a full kitchen and dining room and bar, countertop, all that. So that's the kitchen where I'm going to have our caterer come and bring our daily continental breakfast. And this is where we'll have our liquor and our Sunday brunch, all in my hospitality suite because it's huge. Believe me, it has a big dining room table. I didn't want to show all the pictures. I just want to give people a view of what we're working with. And I picked the red room. So I just wanted to show a picture of like what are the other rooms are like. There's the blue room, green room, yellow room. So this is the blue room. This is what a queen room would look like if you were to select that. It's you funny, Chris. So of course, my next meeting was down the street with Chris, and then over with. Well, actually, I met with Ambur first at Kababi Bayak's studio, because that's where we're having our meet and greet. So I was going over some stuff with her. So that was my second meeting. Then my third meeting was there with Chris. So that we can go over
just absolutely astounded. I was like, wow, I was in the middle of this and you just barged right in. Come on in.
That's right. I was coming in there, and then I met with John. Then I jumped down to my next meetings. That's what I do, Chris. When I'm at home, I come in to handle business about Picassos. I need a shirt that say that. Business about Picassos. So then when I step in, everybody know what's going on. Just like when I wear my shirt that say cash only. Don't nobody ask me no questions about how to pay for the shirts. Press the button. Exactly. All right. So I just wanted to show that and let people see that. Now, next, I'm going to shout out to my Picasso, Makisha. Shout out to the St. Louis American, did a great article on me. Andy, you can throw that up. And new sponsors that are giving us things. That's my niece in the background.
Oh, is that your niece? Is that your niece, Maya?
That's my niece, Nia, who is hopefully going to be vending. She says she has a few smaller art pieces that she may want to sell. She's trying to get things together to be in St. Louis so that she can vend as a Picasso. And, we featured her on the show and her amazing work. And the St. Louis American is going to do a write-up on the Picassos. So I'm selecting certain people, anybody that wants to be interviewed, because that's going to come out the week before the music festival, Chris. So, I'll be getting it popping. Thank you, Mr. Sylvester Brown at the St. Louis American.
That's great. I do, all kidding aside, I love that.
And you see, I got my earrings on that my Picasso sent me.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't notice.
You look so fly.
Thank you. And don't I look 58?
Girl. You look 38.
You look, I was about to say that's the 30s right there.
Right. You look like I was a senior when you were a junior.
I just try to do the best I can, because the Lord gave me this little body. I got to take care of it. Next photo, Makisha out at the show with her smoking shirt on, representing. And it was so lovely of her to take time out at the last minute to meet. We jumped right on up there to meet with Jenna. And it was a great meeting. We got so much out of it other than what was in the original contract. So that's why we had to make some revisions. And I'm signing tomorrow. We had some miscommunications on who was going to make the revisions. And I guess Jenna was like, oh, I thought you were going to do all the retractions. I said, no, I thought you were going to do it. So we got it done today. They're sending it tomorrow, and then we good to go.
Now, Ambur, you've done shows at KJ's. What do you think of that place?
I love KJ's. The vibe in there is so live.
It's live, it's off the chain, and people come to hear good comedy. They come to listen, and they come to have fun.
They do.
That's the good thing about it. They come for the comedy.
Yeah.
Next photo.
Yeah.
These are my two cousins. So they have their construction workers, and they're donating the generators. So that's why I told Chris, he just need to let me know what size, like the specs, if it's like a 3600 watt, or so it could be quiet. So shout out to Damon and JP. So, I was like, y'all better give me some lights, some fans, whatever we might need. So, yeah, my two cousins. And the next photo is me and my brother and my cousin. And I was like, yes. So they all work together in construction. That's my brother in the hat. And I was like, y'all got some stuff on y'all site that we need.
Oh, my gosh.
And Damon was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to check. And he was like, no problem, cuz if I'm checking my calendar, if I'm not using nothing, I got enough. And then all of them was like, oh, whatever you need. And then they were even willing to come and help us set up the tent. Or whatever we might need. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Chris, we got a tent. We got 3 tents. So that's a whole nother thing. Next photo, that's what happens when you lock stuff down. I met Carla. It's funny because a Picasso called about doing a flip for her house. She lives in Atlanta from St. Louis. Just so happens to be in St. Louis and knows Terrence. Chris, everybody know Terrence. So she's donating
I get texts from Terrence every Monday now.
She was like, girl, you ain't got to put me on the list. I know Terrence. And she came to the show with 4 people and brought me a goodie bag and a sample. I'm going to show everybody once we come out of this of what she's donating that we're going to give away at our open mic contest. It'll be like the second prize. It's like this big box of edibles and all kind of stuff. It's nice. Oh, it's nice. So she gave me a sample bag with some sprays in it and things like that for my hot flashes, and I gave her a t-shirt. So thank you, Carla Palmer. Shout out to my homie in Atlanta via St. Louis. And it was so funny because it's like I feel like we're kindred spirits. We chatted forever. And then when I was like, I didn't know you know Terrence. Everybody know Terrence.
Great guy.
Exactly. So shout out to our new sponsors. Chris, we got a lot going on. We got 10 tables, 20 chairs, 14 folding chairs so far, 2 10 by 10 tents. And then the people are my sister delivers to Premier Rentals, Party Rentals. I said, Jada, tell them we need to hook up on their tent package. So when I called and told, I was like, my sister's a truck driver. She works with, and she told me who to. I said, I'm doing what I got to do. I called, and she's like, I don't even deliver to them that much. But that's not the point. It's all about connection. All you got to do is ask the right question. So they have tent rental packages and all kind of stuff. And I'm working that out. And it's funny, Chris, because they say that's a busy weekend for them. Guess why? Music at the intersection. And it's soccer. No, they were saying, they said there's a music festival going on, a soccer thing, and some other stuff that's going on. Yeah, the girl was just saying on the phone some other stuff that's going on, and people are renting tents.
Yeah, it's the tradition. Yeah. It's about the nicest weather weekend of the year in St.
That's why I was like, we better hurry and get our shit so they have our side. We want 30 by 30.
You hear that? You hear that, Ambur?
I do. She a hustler, baby.
Oh, mess around. We got the chip, the water, and cigars. 25 cigars donated to drop in from a place in St. Louis. I think it's called Ed and J's or A&J, some cigar bar in St. Louis. I'll have it because they will be added to this. As you can see, our sponsor list, Chris.
Look at you go. 2
pages of things that we are getting from people. Yes, Alvin and Sierra. Yeah, so I went down the list. Yeah, and I'm adding to it. And that's what we need. We get more free stuff. And I had somebody call me today about the sponsorship levels. What do they get at 500 to 250? So I talked to them and I told them, I was like, if you can't participate, you still can donate. And they were like, I might not be able to do it this year. I'd like to donate and still get the advertisement and join next year because it's too late for me to bring my stuff. And I was like, cool, you could still get the advertisement. So the word is getting out there and people are ready to register.
I give you a lot of trouble, B, but it's really impressive and I'm so excited for you and I'm glad you're going to be part of it. I wish everybody could see behind the scenes of a festival and I get talent, but the talent budget alone, you all people, if you wanted SZA to come, we would have had to pay $2 million. That's
really?
Oh yeah. Right. We're her hometown. People, yeah, it gets crazy. But it's you start looking into some of these things and it's just it takes so much to put anything worth its salt together and to be legal and to be safe in case anything bad happens and all that.
I know Erykah Badu wanted a pretty coin.
She headlined last year.
Yeah.
So tell all your friends we need to sell some tickets.
I know that's right.
No, it'll be a little bigger this year, and you all being a part of it is exciting. It's a lot of fun.
And I did tell you, Chris, I kept hearing it on the radio back to back every day that I was in St. Louis. Every time I got in the car, I was like, "Oh, it's good to hear that they're really promoting the festival." So that's what's up.
Yeah. And Ambur heard that I was going to be hanging around the festival, and she's going to come in. You coming in for the week?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. And possibly then, and help out with the open mic. So we already talked about that, Chris. Let me keep it pushing because it's 9:26.
Keep it pushing. Tight show.
Yeah, we only on the damn recaps. We just having such a good time. And I ain't even did no Cash App dances for nobody yet. So I got to give my Cash App battle people they love. One last photo in the recap. This is my call to action that I'm asking Picassos to do and start thinking about. And all I'm saying is if you want more information, have more questions about what I'm about to go through, all you got to do is email me. You know where to email me, frugalphilip@gmail.com. Not frugalphilip.
Frugal Philip, he gets real sour about those emails. So frugalphilip@gmail.com.
Registration launches on Friday. Andy, I'm sorry. Can you just throw that back up real quick? I'm going to have to read through them really quick. I think I can see them. Registration for everybody launches on Friday. I'm going to do some build-up videos starting tomorrow and Thursday because now we have to really start marketing ourselves as a nation. So I'm asking Picassos that have their shirts to do like 15-second videos saying, hey, I'm a Picasso. Make sure you join the nation. Join me in St. Louis. Even if you ain't going shit, just say, join me in St. Louis at Music at the Intersection. Register, that kind of thing. So if you need a little blurb, I can help you write that. Or I'll put it out there for you. We're definitely doing talent show build-ups, which we had a great discussion about on our Zoom. So there are people that are entering the talent show. Some are introverts and want me to help them back them up. So we're going to do practice videos, like collabs. So whatever they're doing, if they're singing, I might help by playing my trumpet or singing, tap dancing, whatever. We're just going to do little videos saying this is what we're doing. We're asking people that featured on the show and that have small items such as keychains or jewelry or anything that they may want to solicit. That we're soliciting from them to add to our swag bags. I'm going to have Artsy by Design, and that's Cicely Collins, have her mailing address at the end of the show. I'm going to have Andy put it up. It's a P.O. box where we're asking people to send things to her in items that are 20 to 30 plus if you can spare it. Even if it's a keychain or a business card, you may have a brochure, anything that you may want to promote your business or that you feel would add to our swag bags, we'll have you send that to Cicely. And then I'm going to have to clarify this with Quincy. We're going to do a thing called Get to Know a Picasso. I'm not quite how sure that's going to roll out, but it'll be answered by the time you hit me up. And then, of course, we're doing a lead up to the greenhouse contest giveaway. So I'm definitely going to do a little thing. It's in 3 parts leading up to that because y'all know I have that here and I'm regifting it. Thank you, Quadera, who said I could definitely do it. So that's what we're doing. So get ready to start thinking about your marketing and how we're going to build up to St. Louis. Thank you, Andy.
Listener MM says, I'm going to add a personally rolled joint placed in every swag bag.
I appreciate that. And I'm going to have 10 bags on the table with just my name on them.
Now he works with Lunel. I feel like maybe we could get something from her as well.
You never know, Mark. Mark is the ambassador. He can make it happen. So he like me, we make it happen. So with that being said, before I jump into my flash rag announcement and DYK, and y'all know that's quick, I got to do my Cash App dance for Miguel.
Tell Ambur what this is.
I told Ambur what this is, didn't I, Ambur?
You know?
Yes.
I couldn't wait to see it.
It's the realest. Let's go with a one-shot on B for this, if we can.
Everybody, other than Miguel, nobody beats Miguel. Because, see, they be hitting me up talking about, I'm trying to, it's 256 and 384 and 929 and I don't even know if 384 is a time, but that's how I'll be looking at it when I see the shit early in the morning. So anyway, I'm shouting out Verna because Verna is our new historian. She sends me so much stuff in terms of DYK.
I thought she was going to do the dance. Sorry. I
am going to do the dance, but I'm giving these are the Cash App battle people. Shout out to Kathy for the hotspot. You know I got to do Laura H., Lavette, Phyllis Smith. She always sends money for the 100, and she's sending money for the web designer to help pay for the web design. So those are my Cash App battle people. I'm showing them love, and I'm doing it. Oh, get it, Andy, get it. Oh, that's the hot spot.
Oh, the hot spot. Keep it clean.
I hit him.
She's hitting the hot spots. Oh. She keeps it clean. If you want to be part of the CashApp dance, $sign B-Phlat. Make her dance. She'll. Oh my gosh. Amber's even got a CashApp tonight, so we'll see how she wants to address that. But, oh my goodness. Look at B go. Earning every dollar.
Oh, that is.
Get your ass.
Oh boy. That's the feral cat. That's the cat scat.
Get your ass. Get your ass off my
Philadelphia feral cats beware. B-Flats on the porch.
Don't make me throw no water on you. Don't make me throw no water.
As expected, the live chat is losing it. If you guys are having a good time, be sure to let B know. Send her $1. Send her 20. Irina's having a blast. Shout out to Irina. Makisha, you know she's having fun. Missy Shu, M. Gabrielle, Samuel Tobin, Pack 93, MM, Ms. Michelle says B is a nut. Sick in the head. Kathy Leifer. Let us know if you're having a good time. Oh no, not the Jane Tubman. Oh no.
Jane Tubman. Wrap it up. Ooh, that way. To the left. Ooh. Get it to the right. Get it, girl. Get it.
Oh wow. Well, three generations of B's children can now go to college. Thank you.
Ambur.
No, that is gold.
We went
I'm
through the
glad I got your personal number because I'm definitely gonna be calling you just for that.
Just for that. Well, it used to be called the Jane Pittman. And then that's why I got the Jane Pittman photo up. Picasso sent it. And then we found, because we were basing it off the part where we thought she pulled the wagon.
I have zero to do with this. Chris Denman said this is not, I don't want to be part of this. This is just B-Phlat.
We got the movies mixed up with a woman called Moses. But you know, Cicely Tyson played all of the slave ladies back in the day. She was everybody. So that's why we got it mixed up. Because somebody hit me up and said, she didn't pull the wagon in Jane Pittman. It was in a woman called Moses. And then when I saw the movie, I said, it was the same person shit. So then we changed the dance to call it the Jane Tubman.
Makes sense.
There you go.
Makes sense.
It represents strong women, because as I was telling Chris, women don't need nobody in the backup for a movement. We make shit happen by ourselves. So in the movie, when all of them was talking about they can't pull the white man on the horse, your girl said, I can, and she pulled them through town. Oh, she said, I got it. I got this. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. So Chris don't like Chris don't like when I do that dance because it just make him think his grandpa was sitting in that way.
It's a trigger. It's a trigger.
It's a trigger. He be like, that was my great great grandpa sitting in that wagon. I'm just messing with him. So Ulysses was right.
The culprit.
It was Euchrisis. Thank you.
Oh shit! Now Chris, we gonna start calling.
My family didn't come over from Germany until like way later. We're good. Cheryl, I shouldn't say it. Somebody will find something that the internet's too strong. Cheryl wants to know how much it will cost to CashApp B to leave the cats alone.
Oh, I'm mad at them now because when it rains, you can smell the cat piss in the whole neighborhood. So we open our windows. Yesterday it was pouring down. All you could smell was cat piss in the whole
ammonia.
And he's like, "Oh my God, close the windows."
All right.
I was like, "You're right."
So all right, I'm gonna broker this deal for 20%. $100. The cats will be left alone for 2 days. 2-day reprieve. $100. Put some money on B's books. 2 days.
Put some money on these books, child.
I don't bother the cats. The cats bother me.
That's fair. That's
all I got to say on that.
They don't have a B-Phlat dance, I'm sure.
I think they
Girl,
see
the
her
cats
coming like
don't
so.
even scat off my porch, girl. They walk off slow. They be looking at me like, this bitch.
Here we go again.
They be like, it makes me sick to my stomach. And that's why I have to step and all that. Girl, yeah, switch. Yes. And just get off, go to the founder porch and sit over there and look at me until I leave and come back. I'm like, they make me sick. I'm over them. Now they bothering Dennis. Anyway. All I have to say is everybody knows what's going down with the flash rags. I was in there having my meeting with John, and I'm using the new one. Even though I didn't press on it, it is soft. This is our new rag. They feel good.
The flash rag.
People, make sure you hit me up and make sure I have your address because John is sending you your new pack of flash rags, which will include a black one with red writing, yellow, and a red. So you'll get this red, and I'm telling you, it's soft. It's like our originals. It's nice. I'm shouting these names out. This is it. Oh, I'm
not
sorry.
Available in stores.
They sure not. Tina Gibson, Lisa Key, Claron Sharif, Delilah Neal, Allison Usher, Felicia Hall, Samantha Hicks, Carlotta Cook, and Sharitha Jones. Double check, make sure I have your address so I can send it to John so he can send you your new soft flash rags. Boing, moving on because I'm at the flash. So speaking of which, let me just show it right quick.
I help B with this show every single week. I've hosted my own things. I got a million things going on. I do like hanging out. I give B a lot of trouble. But better than anything, any piece of comedy I've ever seen, one of the funniest people I've ever seen do, is watching a new person in real time see what this show is and watching Amber's face and seeing her. I think she's enjoying it. But watching, I'm like, she talks to everyone she speaks to all her fans like they're her cousins and like she calls them by their first name. She talks about these flash rags like they're like common things that you know about. And you know you guys spoke, but I'd want to put that out there. If my mouth is like sagging at times, it's because I'm in awe of someone else getting to witness B-Phlat in her element. So
in my
quality entertainment,
right?
Well, thank you, Amber. Speaking of which,
that's
Carla gave me this.
Who?
And 2 sprays. Carla Palmer in Atlanta. She owns the
Of course, Carla Palmer. Why wouldn't we know?
Well, she owns Elevated Goodies in Atlanta. She's the one donating things for our goodie bags and for us to have at the open mic contest. And she gave me 2 sprays, and they're amazing. One is like an orange blossom. The other one is like a rose water. So when I'm having a flash, I keep these in the refrigerator. You know, I got my little red refrigerator right there. So I just squirt this on me, and it's refreshing, and I like it. So thank you, Carla. And this caramel popcorn is all gone. I was fucking this up on the plane. It is good. Yes, edible pop is good, but girl, it's good. You can't even taste nothing on it. It's just good. And I had a nice little buzz. I don't know if the plane was bumpy or not. I was out. Popcorn in the morning. Because I didn't get to smoke on the plane, so I ate the popcorn. Anyway, I'm moving on. Let me do my DKY. I got 3 little BY photos, and then we're moving to Ambur, and we are on point and on time. My DYK tonight, since this is Black Music Month, am I correct in saying that?
Yep.
It's Black Music Month? All right.
Yep.
I didn't know if it was African American Music Month or Black music. You know, all this politically correct shit. You got it.
I don't think anybody's coming for you.
Okay, I'm just saying shit. I gotta ask. You gotta ask. All right. I'm doing Black First in music. So tonight's DYK is dedicated to Bob Cole and Billy Johnson. And Andy, if you want to throw their picture up, this duo wrote and produced the first African-American musical to debut on Broadway in 1898. And I'm just going to read a quick quib about him and them. It's mostly about one person. It just says, I just picked out a quick thing. In 1895, Bob Cole wrote a touring act called something The Creole Show, which featured many of his own composed songs. He was managed by white managers who denied him greater compensation, the titles to the script, and the name. So more or less, he left. However, he left the company, became blacklisted, and they prevented him from using his name, which caused him to write under a pseudonym. Cole and some other dissidents from his original touring group began to work on their own works, and they formulated a troupe called, it's called The Creole Show. I'm sorry. And they wrote A Trip to Coontown, and that was the first black musical presented on Broadway in 1897, September 27th, 1897. So more or less, and it's crazy how this was written. It's funny. I have to start double checking my DYK information when people leave words in and out and it don't make sense. Makes me feel like they put it together and didn't get it from a good source. Make a long story short, it just seemed like another African American back in those days who couldn't make a living under their name because they're black and had to use a pseudonym, who was able to break away and just do their own thing. So I applaud Bob Cole and Billy Johnson for actually, having the first black musical on Broadway in 1898. And that just, I can't even fathom how long ago that was, but just think like 200 years almost. That's just amazing, to have broken ground then, like 30 years after slavery, almost 30 years. So it's an interesting fact. So I thought I'd throw that out there. That was my DYK. And you can always submit them. Verna is doing an amazing job at sending me so much stuff. So I'll definitely be putting out some of her information starting next week. But remember, you can always submit stuff. Y'all know where to send it to. All right, let me jump into my frugal flip. And I might skip my DIY. It's only 2 photos, but we'll see. Because I definitely have to, we're working on this flip like crazy. Well, I am, and I'm working to make sure it comes together. 4 weeks will be here before you know it, Chris. So with that being said,
if Janet Dollar can't go on all those, maybe we need to talk to Ambur about accompanying you.
You never know. I didn't even think about that. But now that you said it, I'm
She can paint. She can paint.
She definitely can. She can decorate too. I already seen her spot. All right, let me jump into the flip right quick so everybody can see what's going on and where we are. So I'm going to start with some stuff I'm working on in Daphne. So as you know, this is Daphne's living room in Dallas. I'm glad this is a different angle, and I love that she gave me this angle. And as you know, I'm doing my drawings wall by wall. So the next photo shows what I would like to do since we decided to come up with painting that whole wall black. I outlined it in brown, her built-in bookshelves, just so you could see it, because it would be black on black. But as you can see, I definitely want to do a dark blue on the inside of her fireplace, mount the television, and where her, we're going to call it her small mud room, her small mud cabinet, which is a little cabinet right there by her sliding doors. I'm adding a back wall to it and a shelf so she can hang keys there. Or in mail, because like when she told me, they always, like 90% of the time, they enter from the back where the garage and carport is. Mm-hmm. This is a good spot, and then it will block some of the entrance into the kitchen, so it won't be as exposed, and you won't just see it right into the kitchen. So I'm looking forward to doing that, and I saw a really cool rug, and I was like, I'm looking for a navy blue rug with like some nice designs in it. Because everything else is, once we pop all that brown paneling with nice white, it's really going to look nice. So her accent wall will be the black wall where the fireplace is. Next photo. Daphne wants to try and hang her tapestry a different way. So this is the photo that I showed it initially, where I was going to hang it from the ceiling on a rod, probably about 2 inches from the wall. Now we've decided that we're actually going to buy wood and frame it onto the wall. So that's what the next photo shows, it hanging horizontally. And I'm going to buy wood slats and mount a frame around that so she can actually take it down. So it'll look like a picture the tapestry inside the picture. Take some shadow boxes, and those black, brown, dark lines represent floating shells. Where we're actually, this is going to be her meditation area. So I'll definitely do a lot of her statues and candles and different things in her incense and things that she burns on that lower level underneath the tapestry. So those are what I'm working on for Daphne's living room. And as you know, the next flip that the first flip that I'm doing before Daphne's, which is like 2 weeks before, July 7th through the 10th, is in Florida, and it's sponsored by the Karen Hunter Show. So make sure you listen to Karen Hunter on Friday. That's an amazing show. She's sponsoring Dr. Kim's flip. So the photos that you're going to see next show her patio area is at an angle. It's at an L shape, so it actually kind of encompasses both sides of the back of her house. So this is one area that I have to work on, where I'm going to move the refrigerator that's actually on the other side of the wall. I'm putting on this side, along with the microwave and the barbecue grill. I'm going to kind of station this area more or less like a kitchen area where you can actually fix things and get ready and like prep things. This is like a prep area, and I'm clear all of that stuff out of there.
Would you call that just a breezeway?
It's like a breezeway, and it leads out to her driveway, like walkway on the other side of her house. It's a big, and she has a lot of entrances to this house. So like there's a doorway there that leads into a portion of the house. And then from this angle, you would actually be standing in front of another screen door. So, and then of course, that's all windows on that one side. So this whole hallway will be cleared out, and I'm going to put a runner down, and then we're going to put everything on one wall. So the next photo just kind of shows it from the other angle. So you can see the refrigerator to your left, right up under the fan. And that's what I'm going to move and put down towards the middle, and just kind of space this area out. And like I said, make it like a prepping station, and move everything out of that entryway. So the next thing shows a couple of my inspirations. So she has these wooden sticks that I'm going to drill holes through and hang them on the wall, just like a tapestry. I think they're really cool. And then the next photo shows how I want to break down a dresser, use the wood to make slats on the walls. So like where you see the microwave, where I drew in the microwave, I'm going to put like the teacup holder hooks there where she can hang teacups or barbecue utensils or rags or anything she may want to hang there that may have to go outside for prep. Refrigerator in the middle, take some of the drawer slats and build a frame on the wall. And I'm going to paint a cute little fleur right in the middle and hang those. So that's what the little wooden things, those sticks in the middle kind of represent that drawing in the middle represent the wooden sticks that she has. They're actually like chalk sticks. I thought they were really cool. And that other black door is actual screen door. So yeah, so it'll be the grill, refrigerator, microwave, and I'll station things out. You know how I do it. And a little runner, as you can see, I drew a little rug down there, fan and the lighting. So that should just be a clean walkway.
And if you want to purchase any of these NFTs, just CashApp B.
Next photo shows my inspiration for how I'm going to make her 2 suitcases into seating in her atrium. So it's 2 of those. One is big and one is small. And they're both blue. I'm going to add a base to them, and we're going to cut up her foam mattress and make the seating cushion in the top and bottom, cover it and make, with a nice pattern. So the next photo shows the drawing where this is the space that I'm working with. That's a covered screen, her atrium. And this is her outdoor ladies' lair, kind of like my basement. So the next photo shows my original drawing where I'm going to put the 2 suitcases and how I'm going to make that her accent wall with the extension rods and drape the fabric between the rods over the bench. So the next photo shows how I really drew it out and made it look better. So, and she loves that we're going to put the slats on the wall from the pallets. I'm going to paint them purple and hang plants and different things from them. Paint her bench, cut down the table and make it shorter, and then use the 2 stools that she has already. And of course, I'm going to make her my famous sconces to put on the wall. That'll be my signature piece. So the next photo shows how we're going to build the planters that I built for Mrs. Mariner's bench. I'm going to do 5 of them up against the wall. So this is the wall where I'm putting the 2 suitcases, and that's like a bedroom window. And I just want it to be nice and clean because I'm putting a fire pit right in the middle. So everything has to be like, nice up against the wall so it don't get burnt up by the fire pit. So that's what I'll be showing next week, is the dimensions from the other angle where you'll get to see where the fire pit goes. And I think that was the last photo. I'm not sure. Let me see, Andy, what I got next. Oh, yeah, that was the last photo of that.
Love it.
So with that being said, because I'm actually... Huh?
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I love doing this because what happens is those drawings, when I'm done working on these spaces, they look exactly like my drawings.
Oh, that's dope.
They really do. So now people were telling me I'm going to start printing out the drawings and framing them and signing them and give them to the homeowner. So they can put it wherever they want to. So I was going to have Andy show a picture. I showed last week my painting, how I framed it. And what I can just show this really quick live because I do want to jump to Ambur and I don't want to shortchange her in her segment. But people know that I built, if you don't know, if you're just joining really quick, I built this frame for Cicely's painting out of bamboo sticks. So I ended up having to glue them together and frame the painting. So what I did was once I was done cutting them and gluing them together and making sure everything is stable, I just took some paper outside, covered the picture so I wouldn't spray painted everything again so it could have a clean black. I'm actually going to take this off. This is my first time taking it off. So I just wanted y'all to see why I did that. So I don't get no spray paint on it. And I still have that shadow box frame and all the edges are clean. You don't see none of the glue gun. Everything is a nice clean edge. So that's what I wanted to show you. So that's the same tactic that I'm going to use when I'm in Dr. Kim's patio area. We have to tape and all her window screens to, you can put me back on the 2 screen because I'm definitely going to go ahead and bring Ambur on. But I'm going to tape all of her screens and I have to spray paint black at the top and the frame in the middle because you can't paint metal because you get the streaks and it looks tacky. So I'm just going to be putting up paper, like I'm telling her to collect a whole bunch of newspapers and magazine circulars because we're going to be taping off all of her screens. And I'm just going to be hitting it with the black spray paint. It's not a lot. We'll probably use about 10 cans of black dollar spray paint just to hit the frames and make sure it don't get on no other parts of the screen. So you spend more work prepping than you do actually doing the work. So thank God she has a good team coming in. We got a nice... About 8 of us going to be working for the 2 days. So it's going to be great.
I love it.
All right. With that being said, and that's what I was going to show in a photo form, how I was outside spray painting, but fuck it. Like I said, I want to get to, because I still have to pack up. I still got to pack this up. This is done, Chris.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's spray painted and ready to go. So next week, I'm going to show how I'm packing it myself, making the box to mail it out of the recycled cardboard boxes. You know how I cut everything.
So you give us a quick overview of that. So you reached out to the school. It was an elementary school?
The elementary school that I went to, St. Clair Elementary School in Missouri, maybe about 60 miles southwest of St. Louis, near like Pacific, Sullivan area. You know where it burned down maybe about 8 years ago now. When I was doing the painting, it was 5 years. Now it's 8. So they got the school rebuilt, and 10 of my friends, we all went to school together. They hired me and commissioned me to do a painting for the new school, so they can hang it when you walk into the school, like right there at the entrance. Yeah.
Those kids are probably high schoolers now, huh?
Whatever. I ain't thinking
they commissioned you from the time they commissioned you to now.
Yeah, I've been waiting on it.
They can drive over and see it.
I'm going to show people next week how I pack it and I'm going to be using a lot of the recyclables so I can make my own box. Because if you go buy a box for a frame like that, you're going to spend like $90 just for the box.
Right.
It's going to cost me that much just to ship it. So I'm making my own box and make sure it's packed just perfectly so that when it gets delivered, all they got to do is unpack it and hang it.
It looks amazing.
Thank you.
I love it.
So that's why I'm inspired. And look, Amber got her colorful, artsy shirt on. I was like, I'm going to throw my little artsy, colorful, art-inspired dress because we're showcasing art tonight.
You see what I did there?
Mine alike. We didn't know this was going to happen, Chris, but as you can see, we're ready to make
great minds. Yeah.
So with that being said, Chris, would you like to do the introduction? Or would you like for me to introduce? It doesn't matter. I'll let you do your thing, DC.
I don't know what I think. I think people have spent a little bit of time getting to know Amber tonight. I think you're going to like her even more whenever you find out all the dynamic skills that she possesses outside of stand-up comedy. And again, follow her on Instagram at ComedyBay_1. Amber, take it away. What do you have? You're not just a comedian.
No, I'm not just a comedian. I am a professional licensed hairstylist. I've been doing hair since my teen years, since I was 15 years old, and I've been doing it for 30 years. So you do the math.
Puts her 25 by my counts.
Yeah, don't forget to carry the one, Chris. but yeah, I'm also a makeup artist, all things art and the visual art. Yeah.
And that's amazing because I'm the same way. Like, now I cannot do my makeup like yours. We already had that conversation because it's amazing. But I do my own hair, makeup, nails, all that. I figure, you know what? I'm on the road a lot. So are you. I can't afford to have nobody just anywhere fucking my shit up before the show. So I've always learned how to do my own stuff. So I knew it would be tight when I go on stage. I ain't got to worry about it. I'm in Alaska and can't find nobody to tighten my
Exactly.
So in terms of being a creative and being like a jack of all trade and mastering them all. And that's definitely what I do.
Yeah, I was telling Chris earlier, it's just like when your passion and your purpose collides, because I still love beautifying women, giving them confidence, just the whole changing or rearranging and all that, just being a creative. So that's still fun to me. And I also get to incorporate that into my stage presence as well as, giving them a good show. So.
And then you also get to bring it all home and decorate your lovely apartment. I saw how fly it is. And
thank you.
All your beautiful arrangements and everything around there. So I knew you were creative. And when I saw your paintings, I just knew it was going to all come together and a rounded person. So with that being said, I'm jumping off. Andy going to throw me down in the little screen. I'm going to let you do your thing and talk about your works. And when you're done, if we have any questions, of course, we'll entertain them. And, I may ask a few. So I'm going to let you have the stage. And you're
okay.
So do your thing, Amber.
So with this piece right here, I'm always painting in the feminine. And so just when I use these colors like this, I always think warm. And this is a warm embrace. So I'm like, the colors got to be warm. Everything got to be warm. And it makes you want to give a hug or get a hug, or you could just feel it when you look at it. So I was trying to just give like a sense of like you could feel the painting, like a painting come to life. So yeah, that part. Just simple.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I feel like when you look at it, you see her pain, but it's ease. Like her eye with the one eye. And that's where I feel like it's ease, but then you don't see the other eye, and like that's where the pain is. But that hug turns, it feels like like I said, it's turning into a smile. It's so funny how it looks like she's grieving, but she's finna smile.
but she feels safe also. It's
Yeah,
like
she
a
feels
safe,
safe. Like a smile
safe
is coming
space.
through that. Yes. I like
Yes. Thank you.
that. Nice.
And so this one, so when I first started painting, I was a kid. I always took art classes and stuff in school, but I had kind of abandoned like painting on paper. So I was painting murals. Like people hired me to paint mural, not necessarily murals, but a, decorative design on their walls, or just something wild. So I wasn't even sure if I could condense down to a canvas. So you'll see a lot of broad strokes on my work because I'm trying to kind of condense what I'm used to painting broad. And so this one, just chilling. If people that know me know, when I'm at home, I get butt naked at the
Sounds
door.
like me. It's nasty Friday.
So yeah, so that's kind of like in your chill mode, but I'm still, sexy, but I'm really just chilling. If you picture a bigger picture, you might picture a remote in her hand, or her watching TV, her hand on her, just chilling like that. But it's really interpretive. However you take it. Some people might see it as sexy, waiting on her man, but I'm like, she chilling.
It's so expressive. I like the broad strokes because it just seems like that the energy in the painting. And then when you see the blue, that's like the calming. Even though you see I was like, this just flows so well together. It is amazing. I just like how you interpret the body.
Comment section's fired up.
Okay.
Nice.
Now keep in mind that I'm an artist.
That's right.
But yeah, that was a commissioned one as well. So this one is another one. I'm a Taurus, the bull. So all my stuff is love and warm embraces and just, energy driven, feminine, sensual, sexual. So, it's always the connection between a man and a woman, and when you find that one, or you in a safe space, or in that person's energy, how you feel. So I always want you to have a feeling instead of just like an opinion, but a feeling when you look at my art. So
yeah, I get a feeling.
Whoa! Did you whisper to yourself?
Get a feeling of love. You do. You get a feeling of like, that's what people need, a hug. And
yes,
yeah, we need that in life. More embrace.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Men and women need each other. So I painted her like a pink, and I painted him blue, just so you can get the connection between man and woman.
I like it. I like this. I don't know
Thank
how
you.
but it's dope.
Thank you. So this is called freedom. Free. Like when you finally break into yourself and you start to ascend, and you just feel the feeling of becoming who you are, and everything that it is. You don't care about nothing of people's opinions or anything. You just free from all negativity.
Girl, I need that paint. Then I'm gonna throw a hot flash rag right on their back like a cape. It's so nice.
Thank you.
I love the fact that you don't have to have the face to feel the expression.
Yeah.
You don't need the eyes and all that. It says it in the mouth. It's funny how the mouth can be expressive, and you just get a sense of like the wind is blowing her, and she feel like, oh, you know what?
So the mouth is more like an exhale. She's like exhaling.
Like, yeah, I like that. Girl, I told you I am in love with these paintings.
Thank you. So when you see that, do you feel a feeling of exhaling?
I feel that.
Yeah. And so this one is just like the same series as the other one, with the broad strokes and the energy and the calmness of the blue. Just a chill vibe, just being unapologetically you, and just happy with yourself. So that's what flaws and all.
The highlights. It's nice. I just like how you put the white and the highlights. It just all comes together. You're great with the figure. That was not my strong suit in art school, because I'm more graphic. I like order. My left side works more so I'm great with like graphic things. I always had trouble in drawing class. I could never get my proportions right. And you just got it. I can tell you're one of those free flowing and can just look at this and hit it and be on point. I could never do that. I'd be like, I got to get the eye in the right place. I could never just look beyond just the flow of the body. So that was always my drawback. But that's why everybody's art is different.
Yeah, everybody's art is different. Like with me, I don't try to get it perfected, because nobody's body is perfect. I don't want to do the cookie cutter, shapes. It's like whatever. And she's happy with herself. She's free. She's cool.
And her titties are still perfect. So
hey
now.
Hey now.
Those are wish titties. Wish
good
titties.
to go. She ain't doing me. She don't need no bra. This is so nice.
Thank you. So with her too, this one, like I said, I always draw on the feminine. She's more of a person who's becoming. So if you can see, she's kind of timid and shy, but her wings are starting to spread. So yeah, she's coming into who she's meant to be. Yeah. So I wanted this to speak to whoever was, at a crossroads in life, or stuck, or just, don't know where they're, what's to come. Eventually, little by little, you'll start to blossom and spread and become who you are meant to be.
That girl, these are nice. It's so funny because I see all of that in what you were saying even before you said it. Because it looks like blossoming, but still not sure. Yeah. And it's just, it's the positioning, how you have her knees positioned, the way she's sitting with her shoulders up. You see all of that. And then you can say to yourself, is she bald-headed? Does she have hair? Is it gold or black? And that's what I'm saying. That's the stuff where you can feel as though it's not needed. It's your own interpretation, because you see the symbolism in it. You see that woman sitting there, whoever she may be it a girl or even a woman that's still blossoming.
Yeah, so that's she's scared, but she's coming into who she is. It's scary, but it's coming, whether you want to or not.
I like it. I love them. And I'm sure everybody in the comments and all the Picassos love your work. I was so happy to put it out there as a teaser to let them know that you're coming up, because we rarely get amazing people. We get amazing people that do all kind of stuff, but painting is so interpretive. And a lot of people don't like to show their work because they feel like somebody gonna say something about it. It's not like making jewelry or a hat, or you're building things. It's still all art, DIY, and creative. But when you're an artist, you're a little more reserved, because you'd be like, this is what, and then somebody like, oh, I thought it was a ding-a-ling. Something ignorant. When I look at it, I thought them all. Right. So
you like, send some more. I'm like,
and that's why I was telling you have to see J. Anthony's Brown works. His stuff is so nice. It's so colorful and expressive. And then I love that your stuff is so calming, and it doesn't have to be interpreted. Like, you can look at it and it says exactly what it is. It's not, and then you start, gazing at it and seeing all the other elements in it. But it's like you really get a feel of what you're trying to convey. Like, it's intentional when you look at your work. It's not like you just standing in the moment like,
No, not super deep.
Yeah.
That deep.
It's like you get it. It's like when you get it, it's like now you feel it and it's like, wow, I can't believe I'm feeling the painting. You can feel the painting. And that's why when I was looking through the stuff, I was like, hell yeah, I want your show. Send me some more pictures. Because I can feel.
I'd say
you're great. You're good at what you do. I love it. You're
my God.
Great,
that means the world to me.
Thank you. I mean, thank you. I'm flattered that you said that. I don't know what my opinion means, but I know I recognize great things when I see them. And like I said, I know you do more than what you do, but this is just another facet that people get to see. You know, as us being comedians, that, you know, we just don't clown on stage. We do a lot. So just like love the fact that you can help change people and show them how they can feel better, be better. And that's exactly how I feel when I'm showing people how to just do things around the home and save some money and flip this into that, and you ain't got to spend. Because we're all creatives, and I think it's sad that, you know, as a kid, we really endorse that in kids. Be creative, draw. And then as soon as they go to college or off to school, they tell them, I'm going to art school. You be like, how you gonna make that in that? Yeah, that's the first thing a parent will say. So it kind of stunts your creativity. And a lot of times we all feel like we have to put it on the back burner and take on real life. When all actuality, art helps you get through real life. It's therapeutic. And you really need to do it in any aspect that you do that's creative, from doing hair to nails, design, jewelry, painting, or whatever it is that you may do. It's all therapy. So I totally endorse and encourage people to do it. And I so thank you for coming on here and sharing. You know,
thanks for having me.
Yeah, letting us into your personal world. Chris, do we have any questions or anything for Ambur?
I'm
put her CashApp information up. Did Andy throw her CashApp stuff up?
What?
I didn't know if Andy had put her people on the CashApp.
That's been going up.
Okay, I didn't see it. I guess because I was talking directly to her.
That's all good.
And not looking at the camera, just looking dead at her. I have to get that down. Which will probably never happen since I smoke. But I didn't know if anybody had any questions for her or any comments or anything.
Lots of them. You want to hear them?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah,
okay. I'm surprised everybody's typing this well with one hand, because they are in to Ambur. What do we have here? Conversations with Dr. Kim J. Where can we purchase her work? Good question.
So the thing is,
I would say keep in touch with Ambur.
Yeah, you can commission me. All the ones I've shown were sold. I don't really like, put them in galleries or nothing like that. Sometimes if I get in the mood, I'll paint, I'll post it, and then somebody grab it up. But I do commissions if you want. But other than that,
Ms. Michelle wants to know how we can do that. I would say just DM you on Instagram. Is that okay?
Just DM me.
There you go. At comedy_bay1. Everybody had so many nice things to say. Pack93 says on fire. Heaven sent, beautiful art by a beautiful woman. May God continue to bless you and your creativity. Shania, yes, I get it. Thank you. Thanks for sharing your work. I love it. We all need to collaborate on a piece and donate it to the art community in St. Louis for whenever everybody comes here. Sicily, what a thoughtful thing. Ambur, beautiful black entrepreneur in You Go Girl in his Martin voice. Lena Love says very nice. There's about 500 nice things. Sharitha's loving all of them. Cheryl's loving all of them. Kathy loves them, loves the stories behind them. Let's see. Josephine, I'm being called nasty. Shout
out to Josephine.
Absolutely. Fab 540 loves that the art helps you get through life. So I can read about 500 more, but I'm projecting, says Josephine. I don't know. You guys like her a lot. So
I think Josephine tried to register for the Picasso 100. I saw 2 emails. I replied to somebody named Josephine. Nice. Yeah, I was like, I never had a Josephine holler at me on the show. So shout out to Josephine.
Claire on loves them. Yeah.
St. Louis. Shout out.
Very nice. Yeah, everybody's very excited, Amber. That was wonderful.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, Amber, if you'd like to stay and help us celebrate Chris's birthday, I just have to ask. Well, we got to do the Ask Chris Deasy.
I was going to say, it's not, what do we got, like 5 minutes? Not that long.
Yeah. I have a quick to work, and actually it's a repeat. And I had to dig this one out because when I was out working in the yard and cutting Miss Mariner's grass, the mosquitoes was eating me up. So this is a quick reminder. This work came in from Picasso, Laila Morris. It's just a reminder. If you're irked by mosquitoes, the work is to carry a fabric softener sheet in your pocket. And I totally forgot about it, and it does work. Because when I was out here hitting the back weeds, mosquitoes everywhere after the rain, I had the fabric softeners in my pocket, and I didn't get it. So thank you. That was a repeat, but I had to throw that out there because it's springtime, it's raining, and people may have forgotten that you can put fabric softeners on your body somewhere so the mosquitoes won't bother you. So just grab a couple dryer sheets. All right. You ready for your Ask Chris Deasy?
Oh, it's the most important part of the show. Ask Chris Deasy. If you've got them, drop them in the comments. You hear the music.
It goes out to Penelope, Ladybug, it goes out to Tina, and Sherri Kelly.
It's the segment we've all been waiting for. Ask Chris Deasy. Thank you, B. That was a wonderful dance. What is that? Is that the Chris Deasy?
That's one day.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
feel it. You don't know about that.
Go B. Go B. Go B.
It's your birthday. Go Chris. It's your birthday. Go Chris. It's your birthday.
That's right.
It's your birthday.
Oh, goodness.
So funny.
Great work, B. Great work.
All right, Chris.
Big show. Big show today on Tighten Up Tuesday. Great job, everybody.
You ready, Chris? So here's your question. Have you ever called in sick using a fake voice?
What? That's your Ask Chris Deasy? That's not scandalous at all. It's usually...
It's not scandalous. I'm reading it, and it just says, have you, and it's anonymous. Somebody sent it in. Have you ever called
the only time
sick using a fake voice? Have you ever called in and be like, oh, nigga.
Your old boss, Chris. Your old boss, don't do it.
You ain't never hit him.
Right, yeah. There's still...
You ain't never called in and did that.
I was going to say, is that the FBI on the other end? I don't think so, because I figured out a way I could sign myself out of high school without it affecting athletics. And I wouldn't have really done it at jobs or anything, so I don't think I've done that.
Chris. You ain't never had to
I
call
would have
in.
just called out. I would have just called out or said I was sick.
Like, yo, I ain't coming. Take me off the schedule.
Right. That's exactly that. I felt like I was looking in a mirror. It's good.
Or have you ever had to call and use your voice for somebody else?
Chris isn't feeling very well. Like,
that's a good one. That's a good one, Chris.
No, I haven't. We got a couple others. There's some.
Yeah, let me hear one, and let me see what you got in the comments. I asked Chris Deasy.
I like this. Lakeisha. Chris, have you ever been stalked by an ex? Ooh.
Ooh, Chris, have you ever been stalked?
Not like nobody on here watches Dave. Probably there was a really good stalking situation on that show. Not like classic stalking. Not like they might they might boil my kids' rabbits or something.
They ain't
like
jump
that.
out the bushes on you. Kind of stalking.
Not like that. But somebody shows up somewhere. Social media probably makes stalking a little more subtle these days. So there have been a few. Hey.
You just happen to be here.
You're here. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Yeah. One of those.
You here.
kind of one of those. But yeah, nothing. I've been really lucky. Nothing crazy. Just more. Maybe some subtle stuff. I'm curious. You two, I bet, have.
Oh, I have never been stalked.
No, yeah, you'd put an end to that pretty quick.
I told you all my
I see you in the bushes.
I ain't never stalked nobody. I ain't never had to do no shit like that.
No. Have you been stalked?
Out of my 900, nope, never been stalked. I've been grateful for that and I've been grateful I ain't never been jumped on and hit because the way I ran my mouth back in the day, my daddy used to say all the time, I'm surprised ain't nobody ever went up in your mouth. I've been blessed. So I have been blessed. I ain't never been none of that domestic stuff. I ain't never had, you know what it is, Chris? I guess because I've always been real with the person. I told you I had like 3-4 boyfriends at one time. And all of them, I used to be like, oh, y'all can take me to lunch right now. I ain't about to argue with y'all ass. Y'all know about me. I never
argue with yourselves.
Yeah, I never felt like, ooh, let me stop because he might answer my phone. I used to be like, hold on and be quiet because I'm about to talk to my friend. What? I used to be like that. And they'd be like, what you do? I'm like, we about to go to the movies and where are you at? I was one of them.
I think they were
going to the movies with two dudes that one showed up and I was already leaving and he happened to show up, but he was late. I was like, well, fuck it. We all can go together. And we did. Oh. But that's the kind of person I was. And that's why my daddy
team player.
I'm surprised there ain't nobody else. No, because don't none of them own me or run me and tell me what to do. You either say yes or no. You ain't got to go. But I'm doing what I want to do. And that's how I've always been. Yes. So I think that prevented me from having drama because a lot of men used to be like, I can't believe she. It used to take them by surprise. And they'd be like, oh, I can't deal with her. She too.
You gotta respect it. Gotta respect it.
Yeah, they would move on. I'd be like, fine. Shit, because that's just how I was. But so no, I never had a stalker. I've been blessed because I could have the way I used to do them. Dirty. I used to do dirty.
Thank you to all there's a bunch of good Ask Chris Deezies today, so thank you. And I don't know if I read that wrong or not. They're accusing me. They're saying I avoided it. I read it wrong and said that they were asking if I had stalked an ex. And
yeah, you ain't answer that. Have you ever stalked anyone?
Absolutely. Kind of loser would do that. Absolutely not. Never in my life. Never in my life. Oh, we're done. We're done.
There you got now, Chris. Say stalker.
Have a good one. When it's done, it's done. Oh, cool. There's like 10 more of you around the board.
That's good to know you've never stalked anyone, Chris.
No, I don't care enough. No, I couldn't do that.
I don't blame you. That's why I ain't never stalked nobody because I don't give a damn.
Because you know you could meet somebody in about 5 seconds. It's the truth.
I'm probably already with somebody else taking me somewhere else. That's probably gonna whoop your ass if you show up. I ain't never by myself, so the stalker gonna have to fight who I'm with.
Oh man!
Back in the day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, baby. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
That must be the weed.
No, I'm telling the truth. And I ain't even started. All right, the show is over. Let me show my 2 flyers.
All right.
And I don't know if Jay is joining us next week or not, but he said he might. Jay Anthony Brown. We're going to see and try and reschedule him. But if not, I got a backup.
Great. That'll be fun.
I told you how I'm doing it. I'm releasing it the day before and be like, so and so is going to be on the show. So there you have it. So with that being said, let me go ahead and do my 2 flyers. This show is coming up next weekend, and which is right outside of Fort Lauderdale. Dania Beach. I'm at the Dania Beach Casino. Me, Alicia, and Lord, why I can't? I'm looking at
this would be the first time you read your own flyer. I'm confused.
I can't even see the names. And
well, why
I can't read it. It's blurry on my screen.
Well, why are you reading it? I'll read it. Marvin Dixon presents 50 Shades of Comedy. B-Phlat, Kiana Dancy, and Alicia Coley's going to be there. Girls Are a Trip, Volume 3, 2 and 1, huge successes. June 24th, the casino at Dania Beach. Doors at 7, show at 8. 21 and over, no kids. CasinoDaniaBeach.com for tickets. Go see B and these other very funny comics if you're in the Dania Beach area.
Atlanta is representing. All 3 of them live in Atlanta. So, and of course,
B's got another one. August. Look at you, B. Where's this at?
Here in Philadelphia. For all the people that keep saying, when you going to be in Philly? When you going to be in Philly?
That's what I want to do.
I told them to use that picture to look like my face that say, now, look, I'm in Philly.
You hear that, Amber? Comedy at the Calabash, starring B-Phlat, Lawrence Owens, and Malcolm Hill, Chocolate Shy.
Yes, and she's funny than the mother. I like her, and Lawrence is funny. So this is going to be a great funny show.
I always assume these large group shows that you headline or that you do, I pray to all that is holy that these people are funny, because I just
I know them and I can vouch for them. I can definitely tell you they funny.
I think of what
funny too.
Yes,
Amber, but get your tickets, only $30. You can call Ward. You got to call Ward or Cebu. That's 26732. I love these guys putting their phone numbers out there. 267-324-1504. Hey, I like that. They'll get those tickets sold like that. They'll do it by any means necessary. I love it.
Well, there you have it. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you reading that, because it always comes up blurry on my screen for some reason.
You still tried anyway.
Oh, Amber, there you have it. See how a Tighten Up Tuesday runs, and we do all kind of crazy stuff on here for the most part. But other than that, we have fun, we learn things, we keep it pushing, and we always thank the Lord for bringing us back every Tuesday. Because this is a little engine that did it. Yes, it was amazing to have you on here. I appreciate you. Hopefully you'll tell people about the show.
Absolutely.
We got people asking for Amber to come back.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And we can count on our hand, Chris, how many times we've had people requested to be back. She's like the person.
People have been requesting me
89 shows.
People have been requesting me not to come back for 89 shows, and you keep dragging me out here. He's gonna be good one night. But no, Amber, you come to St. Louis, hang out with all these great fans. Everybody, seriously, in the live chat is just really thankful and has had a blast talking to you and checking out your stuff. So, great work, Amber. Great work.
Thank you so much.
Once again, another great episode of Tighten Up Tuesday. Thank you, Chris, as always. Andy in the background doing his thing. And I don't know about you, Amber, but I'm dancing it out.
Wow.
Don't go nowhere so we can get a screenshot. So when the show closes out, don't you log off, okay?
Okay.
She's just going to keep you on another hour and a half.
That's no, now we just have to for the YouTube page. I ain't think about it.
Tell him, B. All right, thanks, everybody. We're back. Hey, tune in. Kim and Sherri back together. Two Funny Mamas this week. Thank you for tuning in to see Tisha Campbell last week. Do tune in to Two Funny Mamas this week. Tell all your friends. Let's keep growing this channel. And follow Amber, follow B, follow me on Instagram. Thank you all, Picassos. Good night.